Hello, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin?
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this premiere of The Good Place. We ended the last episode with everybody back on Earth, seemingly.
Right, yeah,
Getting a second
getting
chance.
a bit of a reset.
Mhm.
I mean, so far we've really only followed Eleanor.
Yes.
And now I guess we're going to have her with Chidi before they die, which
Mhm.
is an interesting way to go. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with Tahani and Jason, but I'm assuming on some level we're going to see them get an opportunity as well.
Yeah,
Probably with a little bit of, It's a Wonderful Life for Michael.
sure. And I'm sure there's gonna be speed bumps.
Yeah, it's
know.
probably not going to go well. I mean, with 2 seasons left, this is not going to be the thing that does it.
I really did enjoy the last episode though, watching Eleanor struggle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah,
it really is an environment thing, and also how the four of them feed off each other.
sure.
You know, like they work best when they're together. You know, and I want to see how they find you know Jason and Tahani because
Yeah,
they're gonna.
it's on somehow they're gonna make that overlap work. I don't know how. I'm sure it'll be clever, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be the same thing with those two as it was with Eleanor,
Sure.
in that Michael kind of nudges both of them in
Mhm.
that direction to where somehow they end up in the same place.
Sure.
Tahani would be easy. She's rich. She can show up wherever she wants
Plane
to.
ticket.
Yeah,
Private
right.
jet. Yeah.
Yeah, she sees an internet video when she's there.
They might just have to go to Jacksonville, honestly.
yeah, exactly. Jason's going to be a tougher sell.
Yeah. Do you think this episode is going to focus mostly on Chidi and Eleanor? Or do you think that we're actually going to get the four members back?
I don't think we get all four of them together right away. It either focuses just on where we left off, right, with Chidi and
Sure.
Eleanor, or we take kind of a break and go see the other two.
Well, actually, we clocked before the episode started. This is like a 43-minute long episode.
Yeah, this will be this is 2 episodes for
We
sure.
could get them all in this episode.
That's true.
So, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I want to know if is this whole season going to take place in the real world? I think. What do you think?
I don't know. This show does not have a track record
know.
of maintaining a through line. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2 days and they're back in the bad place on episode 3.
Exactly. It's just that, like, the show has so many fantastical elements. It's like if we did one season where it's like actually on Earth, that'd be kind of cool. But at the same time, I don't want to get my hopes up.
It's not about hopes for me. It's about predictability, and since there is none, I couldn't even begin to speculate as to how long we're going to do this part of the experiment.
Yeah.
My guess is you can't mine it for a dozen episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be at most half the season, maybe even less, simply because this isn't a show that dwells too long.
Yeah.
They zig through ideas relatively quickly. The biggest compliment you can pay the show is that, despite the fact that it's a short form comedy, it is a show about ideas.
Absolutely.
And getting stuck in the mud does absolutely not feel like it would be on par for the show.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to get started here. We do want to thank all our Patreons. I want to give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Fulldays, Chris, and NJ as our super wonderful patrons. Thanks so much, guys. We're really happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. If you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've come your way.
If you'd like to see a full reaction to this, everything else we've watched or watching, please check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show we're watching, including The Good Place, we're at least 4 episodes ahead. 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So if you get done watching the YouTube edits here, you can keep going into season 3 over on our Patreon page. You will absolutely have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You are only going to see and hear us for copyright purposes.
Yes.
We're also wrapping up season 2 of 30 Rock right now as a Patreon exclusive. If it's like the season 2 premiere, there's not going to be a break. It's just going to be one long episode.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
Yeah. Cool reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the Void or a Void?
I have this ruling from the judge heading on down to Earth to reverse the deaths of these 4 people. It's kind of tricky.
What if that's be important? Timeline and ripple effects?
That's really.
That's the door to Earth.
So if he's going to keep going back and changing things, he's going to have a hard time getting through this guy.
This key is made of the very first atoms that came into existence in the universe. Only
funny.
I touched this key.
And what's the significance of the keychain?
Nothing. It's like frogs.
Sorry, but this is an
We might
important
be going
moment
to
in
the
our
other people because he's going to get.
Jeez, watch it, man.
Buongiorno.
Wow.
Good
I
callbacks all
was
the way around
just
there.
on Earth. It was incredible.
You all right there, mate?
Okay. I've made my decision. I want to start crying.
Oh.
It's not about who you know. Enlightenment comes from within. The Dalai Lama texted me that.
Oh God. Okay, yeah. So she's awful.
Yeah.
Will you make me the happiest man in the world and agree to be my wife?
No. We're married. Legally, you can't arrest me. Plus bonus, you get half the stuff I stole.
Yeah, he just confessed to the robbery.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah. So it really escaped Jason and Tahani.
Yeah.
They all got better because they helped each other. And the key to that was Chidi and Eleanor's connection. I'm just gonna nudge the two of them together. Just nudgy, nudge, nudge.
The judge was pretty clear in her
Nudgy, nudge, nudge.
instructions.
Can we talk?
He still has his
Okay.
American accent.
Where do I start? I almost died, and it made me want to become a better person, which I did for a while, but then I fell back into my old trash bag ways. I need someone to help guide me, morally speaking, and I think I need it to be you.
Say yes.
Yes.
Right.
It doesn't hurt that she's pretty.
Why are you helping me?
I'm a teacher. That's my job.
Chidi, your brain is broken. You need to fix your brain. Absolutely paralyzed by decision making, and it is destroying my life.
Yeah, I sort of got that when you couldn't choose a chair to sit on. Freaking love it. You're so weird. Let's go.
Right now?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Okay.
She's fun.
She's awesome.
First glance, your brain is very healthy.
Oh, there are actual answers here.
These two are going to date, aren't they?
I hope so. They have really good chemistry.
Yeah, they do.
That we choose to be good because of our bonds with other people. Simply put, we are not.
I thought it seemed out of character for him, the lecture.
Yeah.
It seemed confident and assured.
This is all my fault.
Famous.
I did this to you.
No,
muffins.
get in shape is that is not
brought
the same.
Blueberry muffins.
Morning, Chidi. Blueberry muffin for you?
The secret is to help someone else. Get out of your own head. Trust me. Next time someone asks for help, say yes.
Those 4 humans have been on Earth for over a year. I need to know if they're getting better.
You care so much about these 4? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Questions?
Yeah, a few. I wrote down what, huh, and then this doodle of a burrito.
Okay, well, just come by my lab at 6, and then afterwards I can buy you dinner as a thank you.
Oh, no.
He was asking you out on a date, man.
What?
You and Simone have some real Professor Dork vibes flowing. You're into Chidi, right? I mean, forgive my bluntness, but I'm usually right about these things.
Well, yeah, but I made it pretty clear.
Next question. You are into Simone.
That's not a question.
So you agree. It's a fact.
Simone, would you like to have dinner with me?
Yeah.
Wow, that is highly inappropriate.
I'm
I'm just kidding. Yes, I will.
I've left too much to chance. Until our group is back together again, this whole thing is hanging by a thread.
You sure the judge is okay with you going back to Earth so many times?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. See? Still got the papers.
Like, all right.
At some point, it's not going to work anymore.
No.
Well. Looks like Michael's been caught with his hand in the human jar.
Come on, boss.
Shut up, Glenn.
I will explore the effect of near-death experiences on ethical decision-making. I will get a group of people together. Need your help, you and your magic brain scan machine.
Oh, of course, a joint study with the neuroscience department.
Eleanor, meet the newest member of our ethical neuroscientific study, Tahani Al-Jamil.
Hello, Eleanor. Delighted to meet you.
I had almost died.
It's a tough beat.
In that very moment, I decided to change my life. I meditated.
Ooh, wow.
I worked. I gave back to Mother Earth.
It really is.
And that's what my book is about.
Oh my
Shedding
God.
your need
Ditto.
for validation from others.
You really have all these idiots fooled.
Excuse me?
Listen, I'm sure you're already rolling in dough from this incredible scam, but have you thought about merch?
This is calling the crap out to her face,
Yeah, he is.
This is smart.
It is. Danson's really killing it this episode.
Yeah.
Help people. That's all I want to know. Will this help people?
Yes, I think so. I mean, that's the goal.
I loved how they did that, to have him like just call her out on her crap. Call herself out.
It was a really smart idea. Let's get Jason.
3 down.
Does it get him out of jail?
1 to go. I want you to come on down to Australia and start a new crew. All right, I'll pay for everything. You may have a few other obligations, but basically.
Thanks, but no thanks, man.
It's still cool.
Yeah.
Dance resolution has been disqualified.
What? No! Why?
Because you have 40 people on stage.
A year ago, I almost died. And I'm exactly the same as I was before. A failure.
You're not a failure. You're a dreamer.
But I'm starting to think there might be more to life than amateur street dancing competitions.
I had to leave my old crew behind, but I met new friends who helped me become a better person. A token of my appreciation. It keeps your antimatter warmer for longer.
Oh,
frog on it.
That's really nice.
I think he's gonna change it from the inside. I really do. By being nice to everybody.
Yeah.
How's it going? So good. I mean, everything is going according to plan, and nothing is going differently from the plan.
The 4 of them are finally together. Oh, we did it, Janet. We got away with it.
And now Sean's going to ruin it all.
Yes, he is. Let's say.
I
that was
forgot
also
to mention, there's one more person who will be joining us. Seems like a
Is it
really
Sean?
interesting guy.
This doesn't make any sense.
This is Trevor.
Hey, guys! It is so great to meet you.
I'm so
yes.
glad he's back.
Yeah, me too.
Sean would have been a good, but Trevor is the best choice.
Trevor's the best choice because, it's completely different comic styles.
Yep.
Trevor can't hold back at all, which he's kind of like a male version of Bad Janet.
Yeah.
He cannot help being the worst.
And it looks like he's gonna be faking nice.
Oh yeah, for sure, and doing a bad job.
No, wait.
Not to mention the fact that Adam Scott is fantastic always.
He plays that type of role so well. Obviously, Step Brothers.
Yeah, it's basically the step brother role. Yeah,
but he makes it his own in everything he's in. Like I think the first season when we got Trevor, we laughed hysterically every single time he was on screen.
Yeah.
But overall, I really like this episode. I like that it took its time and it really fleshed out where everybody's been for like the last year.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Michael didn't really have to go manipulate anybody. No, he just had to be there to like help them push. Yeah, just help them figure out themselves that they're not happy the way they are. The one with Tahani especially, I really liked. Yeah. It was like, kind of like hold up a mirror a little bit and be like, hey, do you see how awful you're being? I'm that awful. And to really kind of make her be a little bit introspective about that.
Yeah.
Which is the push that she needed. All Jason needed was someone to listen to him, to explain how because he's stupid, how he's just not happy being who he is. And that was all he needed. It was great.
Really, really strong stuff. And I want to see where it goes wrong with Trevor too. I mean, these guys are together; they're unstoppable.
Right.
I really do feel that way. So I think they'll be okay. It is interesting though that they do rely on one another. It's like, is that going to stick once they all come together again and they can actually be good people? Does that stick, or do they have to over rely on one another? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's hard to say, and what's Trevor's negative influence going to be? Because obviously he knows how to prey on their insecurities,
sure.
And they all 4 have them. Yeah. But I would, if I had to wager on anything with this, and of course I'll be wrong because I always am. I would say that the one thing we've consistently seen throughout the show is that Eleanor can see through people. You know what I mean? Eleanor
Her BS radar is really good.
Yeah, she's obviously not academically bright because she never cared about that, but she is as street smart as it gets when it comes to people.
Oh yeah.
And I think if anyone's going to figure out what Trevor's doing, it's going to be her.
Sure.
I mean, if she's the one who figured out the first time that they were actually in the bad place with no help, then I don't think Trevor's any match for her on the scheming end, because she's a schemer, right? She's historically been a very self-obsessed schemer who's really into self-preservation, as all people are on some level.
Yeah.
But it'd be hard to get one over on her because no one really has been able to.
Yeah, that's honestly, yeah. Only Michael at the beginning, but yeah.
Yeah, and even then, eventually, she saw through that better than I did, better than anyone watching the show.
Yeah, and I do like Chidi's new girlfriend.
I do too. She's great.
I like that we have a new cast member. Each season we kind of introduce a new person, and it's really, really enjoyable. I also love Chidi's friend who gets the boots.
Oh yeah,
Who broke his leg.
right.
I love him so much. His accent's like he just looks such a nice guy. You know,
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
seems like a very likable guy. They always say like moral philosophers are the worst, but I'm like I think I would hang out with that guy a little bit.
He's so
Not
sweet.
a lot, but he's an incredibly nice guy.
He's such a sweet man.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a great 2-part episode. I think the season's gonna head in really interesting ways. Once again, we don't know where it's gonna go because we're really bad at predicting this kind of stuff. But I'm along for the ride, guys. This is the best show, one of the best shows we're watching, and I look forward to it every single week.
Yeah, absolutely. This is amazing. All right, we'll catch you on the next one, guys. See